Hello, YouTube. We have just played. We're in our third area on DnD, and we thought we'd talk to you a little bit about on what's been going through our heads with some of the past three areas. Most recently on the second campaign, it was Ray who is not here. I'm actually here with Mika and Danny and Ian. And Ray's recent stunt of making a scene with the
Smallish
guide.
elf girl.
She's not small. She's actually average height. What was going?
She's small to me.
Why did you react the way you did exactly? Like, what was going through your head when you're just like beating Ray up because he's made these comments towards these elven lady?
What else? Respect women. I don't care whether in-game or out-of-game. You don't treat them like crap. You get squished if you treat a woman like crap. End of story.
You were actually hoping to kill him this game.
Oh yeah, I definitely was.
Um,
I was about to say, when Ray comes back, he's gonna die. That character is going to die.
Whenever he's able to come back.
Yes.
Which it was actually a really interesting game. I hadn't played with just three people who don't flood around. And with this past one, not wanting to beat up the hag. Why didn't you guys think this hag was going to try to hurt you?
Didn't know the hag was actually magical. We don't exactly have a cleric to tell us evil things are around.
That is a very valid point.
Yeah,
I attacked it immediately.
Well, then you guys got hit with the minor illusion. Whenever you guys...
But it didn't work on me.
Screw you!
So, all you guys were really seeing with this was this giant beast scared for its life, trying to pull the trees out of the ground and climb up.
Shut up.
That was amazing.
I was gonna use it as a giant club to keep crap away from me.
It didn't work.
No.
In all honesty, I was actually expecting to pull that thing out and just start swinging it around and accidentally hit you guys like baseballs.
Oh no. Why? You would have just caused them damage. Like, you would have been rolling for damage.
So? It would have been funny.
Later, I'm almost dead at this point.
And what exactly is your problem with gnomes singing? Because you did mention that.
Okay, so in a previous campaigns with a couple of different people, when I was still in the military, the group I was in we had a traumatic experience with gnomes.
A traumatic experience? How would you end up with a traumatic experience when it comes to gnomes?
We ended up in a town filled with nothing but gnomes, and they were singing "It's a Small World After All" constantly.
That's terrifying.
And we ended up just killing the entire inhabitants of the town.
Oh gosh, I'm glad
That's probably a wise decision.
So every single time I see a gnome in games, usually I'll end up killing it.
Jesus Christ.
And I just don't like gnomes. They're creepy, little, tiny, evil things.
But they're not evil. They're really good builders. They brought you guys food.
That's why I asked if they were singing. I was being considerate, at least of that.
And why did you guys want to watch Lokag just sink into the water as you guys
Because it would have been funny.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But the thought process behind your plans, Mika, what did you even begin to come up with those? awful ideas.
Lovely, lovely ideas.
They were lovely ideas. I don't know what you're talking about. Because it just there was a part of me who was like, if I can bullshit my way through this, then maybe, just maybe, we will survive.
We survived anyways. I mean, you almost died, but I was peachy keen, fine, and dandy.
Well, Mika had more damage than Danny did. He had more health, I should say that. And he took a blow with the hag. I think he did anyway.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, I took no damage during that battle whatsoever.
Well, I wanted you guys to experience someone dying, but...
Nope. I'm
was
too
almost
strong
me.
now.
That
Either-
was almost me.
It would have just taken a couple points for Danny to kill
Go
over
down.
there. Yeah, if you guys hadn't had killed the Murrow when you did, like, she would have gone down the next round.
If it would have hit me.
And what about all that? Like, you guys didn't. You guys seemed to be a little shook when you were thinking about how much health this thing had because it wasn't getting hurt.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you hit it for what? What was that? 60 damage there at the beginning?
Yeah,
and it's
like
just
60, 70 damage, yeah.
Oh, and I'm looking at
head off.
my calculator and it's got like 290 something health left. It's like, okay. So yeah, that thing had 350 health. And why do you keep going for the debauchery? That's my question.
What do you mean? Like every single time I'm just when you go
Go-
back to a town,
Go for
it's the
women.
adventurer way.
Oh, and I didn't mention this during the game because I figured you guys would have looted the Mara, but I wasn't thinking about it. Mika, you are now down a sword. How do you feel about that?
I don't know how to feel, and
I completely forgot to loot that thing.
I don't know what to do.
Well, it's not the fact that we forgot to loot, it's just we weren't given the opportunity to loot.
Well, I forgot about it. Like, I didn't think. So, yeah. Which sucks for you guys a little bit.
Mm.
So,
But hey, if we ever get into a fight, I can just give you a sword.
Well, isn't that if they leave your hands for more than 5 minutes?
They disappear.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
What?
5 minutes. You can have a 5-minute sword.
So here,
They're not. These aren't soul-bound weapons, though.
No, they're summoned weapons. I create them out of nothing.
so
And they
Okay.
count as physical and magical, whichever one gives me the best benefits.
with this,
Basically,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, with the summoning weapons, it's the best version of that weapon that it possibly can be. You know, extra magical, but yes.
So with this, you have the option of either working with the one sword you have, and you and Danny just passing back swords, which will come with rolling a check every turn to pass them back and forth.
I won't.
But
Wait, why would
I won't
we
need
have
it
to
back. I
pass
can
swords
just-
back and forth?
just-
Like, I've
I
got
can
my
hand
own
it-
sword. I'm just down a sword. I can buy a new one.
well, there's not going to be any points where you can buy one for a little bit.
We're in a
This
city.
town doesn't have.
No.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You know that town, and
Also, I can literally look for thieves' cant anywhere.
if you
Uh-huh.
find a paper for it.
It's not paper, it's just an etching on the walls that only thieves can see,
And people that can read it.
But
which is only thieves.
now, because Lokag is the one who drove your sword into the Murrow, but on the other hand, it was your idea. Who's paying to get you a new sword?
I'm not paying shit. He was the one that's like, hey, do it. And I was like, good idea!
Can we admit, it was a good idea, like...
Well, he
You
took,
just didn't think. You didn't think far enough ahead.
Mm.
which I think after this area you guys are going into next round, I think you guys are actually going to enjoy that a lot more. Now, there's a lot more stuff going on, but the reward is a lot larger. So,
Nice.
is there anything you
We shall
guys
see.
wanted to mention? Because I barely remember the first campaign we did.
Nah.
Are you talking about
I
when
think-
we escaped
Yeah.
from the thing? We killed the dragon. We squished the dragon into little tiny pieces.
I think my
Well, I
rogue,
squished the dragon into little tiny pieces.
I think my rogue is just at a point where the entire time he's doing anything, all that's going through his mind is fuck, 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 fuck.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
much for your character.
You gave me a perception check in that cave, and I wasn't wrong when I said there's going to be more reward to beating that dragon. On the other side of that cave were 2 goblins that you would have gotten jack squat from. Now, you looted that dragon and Ray and his dragon tongue, but you got dragon scale armor out of that. And
Yes, I did.
why did you want to castrate that dragon, Mika?
Oh my.
Because it hurt me.
Because it hurt me.
But
Also, I feel like Dragon Balls would be worth a lot of money.
Oh my god.
well, in any town I've thought of, they haven't been a delicacy, so... And once it's off the dragon, like, you couldn't breed other dragons. The sperm would die, so, like...
Or I could turn its ball sack into a bag of holding.
No, whatever.
If you would, I would have had Ray, like what I had Ray do. I had him roll a d20 for something. That to do that, you would have had to have. I would have given you a number, and you would have like had to have rolled that to do that because that's just no.
Its ball sack
Yeah, I
is
was
now
about
my
to say
sleeping bag.
a bag of holding is one of the most rarest items in the game. Sadly.
Or I turn it into a sleeping bag.
I
Waterproof sleeping bag.
Now, if you wanted to
mean,
turn
fireproof sleeping bag.
yeah, if you'd wanted to turn it into a bag of holding out, you would have had to have rolled a nat 20.
Yeah.
Now, that's not impossible. It's just not probable. Sorry.
Yep.
Or, depending on the size of it, it could have been our new tent.
Oh my god. I don't think I would have actually slept in a ball tent.
Well, you guys haven't had to sleep in a tent yet. And I know.
Nope, because we've been getting from town to town to town.
Well, that's how I set it up. To make it a little
Yeah.
easier on that. Granted, this is my first time DMing. But do you guys
Yeah.
have any questions for me about how I've set things up? Or no?
Not really.
No.
No? And you guys are getting a spoiler, because this will go up the weekend after that, third campaign goes up.
You mean the second campaign?
No, the second campaign's up. This is the third one.
Right.
Wait, hold up. Yeah, this is the third one. Danny has a surprise coming in for the fourth one. And I think
Boy.
all of you will be shocked. Ray might get pissed. And
Ray's gonna die. It doesn't much matter.
I will I will give you guys enough to know that it does involve the guide coming back.
Like I said, Ray's gonna die.
What are you gonna do with his dead body, exactly?
I'm gonna beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Until his body falls apart.
And on that note, we will see you guys on Topic Tuesday. Hot Topic Tuesday, the next D&D campaign. Have a wonderful day, and we do not condone doing any of the stuff that had just been mentioned. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Alright, bye guys.
But yeah, I'm gonna